What's up, guys? How's it going? Luker back again. Today we're going to talk about all the, the fall announcement video, all the things they told us about, everything they announced, and we're just going to go over everything really quickly. I'm going to try to keep this video shorter. I recorded it before, and it ended up being like, I wasn't even done, and it was like 35 minutes. I ranted about Yogg-Saron for like 20 minutes straight. I can't believe they printed it, man. Oh, why'd they print Yogg-Saron? Okay, we'll talk about it later. We'll go into depth in a bit. I'm going to try to keep this video shorter and concise. I want this to be consumable for you guys. Also, I don't want my editor to spend 4 hours on it. So, consumability. I think that's a word. If not, we're making it up. Coin it. Go to the dictionary. It's my word now. Yeah, so the Darkmoon Faire was announced recently. I know my energy isn't really great. I'm just kind of upset. I'm not very happy with some of the stuff that was announced. But the Darkmoon Faire was announced recently. Alongside it, they spoke about some other things. New game mode that is coming out. And progression system change. We're going to take a look at all of that in a second. I'm going to try to keep the progression change and the new game mode duels pretty short, and we'll go more in depth with the new cards and everything. Before we continue, if you guys are new here, do me a favor, press the subscribe button. I was going to say follow, but that's Twitch. Subscribe button on the bottom of the stream. Also, if you can press the thumbs up button while you're there, it's right next to each other. Little thumbs up, not the thumbs down, the thumbs up. You press it, it helps me out a lot. Supporting your favorite content creator is pretty simple. All you have to do is like their content, watch their content, interact with them. They don't spend any money. I mean, you can spend money. We appreciate it. You don't have to. I realize saying that makes me assume that I'm your favorite content creator, but let's be honest, I better be your favorite content creator because or else I might cry. I mean, I gotta be someone's favorite, right? Anyways, guys, subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you want to be spicy, get a little saucy in there, comment. Helps out a lot. We're really close to 200 subs. I'm hoping we can hit it before October ends, but that's we're running out of time on that, and I only have 1 or 2 videos left. But if we can hit 200 subs before October ends, I'll dab in my next video. I dab in a lot of my videos, but I'll do it special for you guys. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get right into the Darkmoon Faire and the fall announcement for Hearthstone. Alright, so I'm a constructed player. I play mostly constructed, so we're going to spend most of the time talking about Battlegrounds. So first of all, we're going to talk about duels and the progression changes. We're going to keep these pretty concise because I don't care that much. I care a little bit. They're cool, but it's just nothing. It's not that important to me. Starting with duels. Duels is a new game mode. It's like a hybrid of Arena. Arena for the payment system. Right now, it's if you pre-order the expansion, you can play it. It's free to play because it's only casual. But when you play the competitive mode, I think it's 150 gold each room, or like $5 or whatever that is. $2. I don't know how much it is. You get rewards based on how you finish. You get MMR, etc. To start off, you get a signature treasure. You're going to pick a hero. They're going to give you heroes from, I think they're from the single player content. I think they're from Dungeon Run stuff. It's like Omu. They're all players from, they're all heroes from Skull and Bones Academy for what it's worth. As I was saying though, it's a mix of Arena, Dungeon Runs, and Constructed. You pick a hero, you pick their hero power. Right now you get 1 for each hero. They're adding, I think, 6. And they're adding treasures. It might be 3 hero powers. 3 hero powers, 6 treasures. You pick it, you get to like build your own character kind of thing with those options. There's quite a few. And then you make a deck. With the treasure, you make a starting deck of 15 cards out of the legal sets. The legal sets are going to rotate as far as I know. It's going to be, for example, I think there's like 4 expansions in there right now. Maybe it's 5 or 6. And they're going to add Whispers of the Old God and Darkmoon Faire when Darkmoon Faire comes out. You make a deck, you play off against an opponent. Win or lose, you get to add some cards to your deck and a treasure. As you progress, you'll add more cards to your deck, treasures to your deck, and you'll make your deck more broken. I think a good comparison to this would be Earth. If you've ever played League of Legends, there's a game mode called Earth where there's like no cooldowns, no mana costs, everything's broken. It's kind of like that. Obviously, they're not as crazy, but everything's broken. You have hero powers that give you +2 spell power. You have hero powers that summon mana worms. You have cards that summon like 3 Leroys for like 6 mana. It's broken. Everything is absurdly powerful, and that's kind of what makes it fun. The allure to playing it is that you never know what's going to happen because your opponent could just have some absurdly stupid stuff. There was one treasure that was like insanely better than everything else. It was like the Robes of Gaudiness, but they've already removed it from the pool because of how broken it was. So yeah, it's cool to see that they actually balance this game mode more than they balance Standard. So yeah. Blizzard. Okay. Second thing they're adding is progression and rewards revamp. First of all, they're adding achievements. When you go into your collection, you'll soon be able to see things like base achievements. You'll be able to see your in-game accomplishments, so like amount of cards collected, how far you've gone in the adventures, if you've done them on heroic or not, how you've done in each game mode, progression, etc., etc. You're gonna see a lot of cool things. Hopefully you'll see like more in-depth stats, like how many times you've played against Warrior, as mage, or how many times you've done this as this. I think that'd be cool. How many times you've coined wild growth, you know? I think those would be cool things to see. I wonder what they'll have. I'm not really sure about all this stuff, but yeah, it's nice. Achievements aren't something that I've ever been looking forward to. It's not something I cared about, but it's nice to have. I feel like every game should have it, and it's kind of a shame that it took them so long to get it to us. But it is what it is. They're also going to be revamping the rewards for quests. I think instead of just daily quests, they'll be having a battle pass system. Essentially, I think you'll pay probably like $10 every expansion, and you'll get rewards based on how much you play. I think battle pass systems are the best way to monetize a game. It's also the most rewarding way, because you get more than just gold now. You'll get gold, you'll get packs, you'll get cards, legendaries, which are cards, hero portraits, card backs. You'll get a lot of stuff that you wouldn't have gotten before, and I think that's actually more beneficial. It might feel like a bit less in the short term, but it's significantly better in the long term. Typically, most games have battle passes, and the ones that have always do really well. Fortnite, Genshin Impact, League to an extent, Apex Legends, all of them have battle pass systems. Most people buy the battle pass. When I launch a game, if I play a game and I enjoy it, I'm buying the battle pass, because I like battle passes. I like feeling like I'm unlocking stuff. It's literally a rush of dopamine every time. So yeah, pretty cool. What else? Updated profile page. You'll have access to your ranks, stats, player info, etc. And reward trackable for all earnable rewards outside of ranked play. So you don't have to go Google stuff. It'll tell you. This comes live a bit before the expansion. It's going to go live on November 12th. That is a couple weeks from now. It's about 5 days before the expansion. So if you like this kind of stuff, keep an eye out. Also, something I didn't mention before. Darkmoon Faire is in early access currently. The duel system, the duels game mode, is currently early access. It will be in full release. I want to say the day the expansion comes out, on the 17th. They're going to be adding treasures, hero powers, probably more cards, changing the pool. Should be a lot of stuff. Maybe new heroes, I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm excited to see what they do and how many changes they have. There's also a roadmap, which my editor will kindly put up here. Just stuff they're going to show. The important part is Phase 3, things that are going to happen this year. The most important parts that stand out, pretty much all of this, is the basic stuff. The stuff you want to look at here is seasonal event, which will probably be a Christmas event. Balance updates, that's bullshit. They barely balance the game now. But mini set, I'm assuming it's going to be like the previous, like the old adventures we had, where you'd pay like $20 and you'd get like 30 cards. I imagine that's what it'll be. I'm very excited for that because it'll spice the game up to some degree. A new game mode, again. Poggers, I'm hoping it's tournament mode. We've waited 7 years for tournament mode. Please give us tournament mode. We didn't want duels. Nobody asked for this. I'm pretty sure literally nobody asked for duels. Just give us fucking tournament mode, man. And then duels updates. I love you, Blizzard. But yeah, progression changes, system changes, duels. It's a lot of cool stuff if you guys are into this. Yeah, check it out. I hate saying this, but I've enjoyed duels. It's not the kind of game mode that I care about. It's not really competitive, but it's fun. It's relaxing. It's a nice way to stream. I get to kick back, relax, and not care about the games. Sometimes people in chat take it a lot more seriously than I do. They're like, why'd you do this? And I'm just like, dude, I don't care. I'm vibing, bro. But yeah, if you enjoy that kind of like fun single-player content, I definitely give duels a look. You might like it. But now let's talk about the important part, and that's the new expansion, Madness at the Darkmoon Faire. Madness at the Darkmoon Faire. It's a new expansion. If you guys played Whispers of the Old God, you'll remember some of these cards. Essentially, it's the one with the 4 gods. N'Zoth, Yogg, Yogg-Saron, Cthulhu. Cthulhu is my favorite. How did I forget? All the old gods are coming back. They're reprinting them. I don't know why. They were stupid. They were fun, but stupid. If you remember, Cthulhu was cool. It played out in these like control decks like Cthulhu Warrior, or these mid-range decks like Cthulhu Druid, which is one of my favorite decks. Very fun. Just like kind of linear, but like interesting playstyle where you have to like buff up your dude and then kill him. N'Zoth was used as a value tool in control decks, mostly like Control Warrior. You'd play it, resummon Sludge Belchers, and just like all around, sometimes infested Taurens, I think. I don't remember that far back, honestly. But Sylvanas was a big one. Sometimes Control Paladin would play it just to summon Tyrion. N'Zoth was a cool card though, really big fan. Yogg-Saron made Big Priest, man. I'm probably saying that name wrong, probably like Yogg-Saron, whatever. That card invented Big Priest, and I will never forgive it. Barnes and Yogg-Saron. I lost a major tournament and $90,000 to Barnes and Yogg-Saron. So yeah, fuck that card. And then Yogg-Saron, everyone's favorite little fuckhead. play a bunch of spells, cast a bunch of spells, and no one has fun. Goodbye, dopamine. Hello, RNG. Yeah, well, I hate to say it. It's being reprinted. The other 3 cards are being reprinted, but they do different things. Yogg. It's still broken. It's more broken. It does more stupid things. I'm not going to have fun. We'll talk about it in a second, though. Before we get into the legendaries, I'm just going to give you a little rundown of what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about the new set. We're going to talk about the new mechanic and the general theme, but we're not going to review the cards. I'll look at each of the old gods, because they're like the theme of the expansion. The 4 legendaries. We'll talk about those, specifically talking about Yogg-Saron, and that's it. I'm not going to do a card review for each individual card, but when the set is fully announced, I will do a card review in 15 minutes or less. I call it a card review speedrun. Other content creators do like 40 videos, 10 minutes each, and they milk it for all of its ad worth. I understand why they do that, because that's the best way to make money. You make an insane amount of money doing it, I'm sure, but it feels kind of icky to me. I want to make money properly, selling my body on my free cams. So, yeah, we're not going to do a big thing. We'll do like a full set review at the end for 15 minutes or less. If you guys enjoy it, check that out. You can look forward to it. Madness of the Darkmoon Faire. I know nothing about it. I don't play WoW. I didn't play WoW. If there's anything cool that my editor knows about the Darkmoon Faire, throw it up. But if not, don't worry about it. Because I don't know. I didn't play WoW. I know people have been asking for this for a very long time, though. People have expected Darkmoon Faire to be an expansion since I started playing Hearthstone. I remember in Blackrock Mountain, every time a set would come out, someone's like, it's a Darkmoon Faire, it's a Darkmoon Faire. And I never knew why. But we get the old gods back, which is kind of cool. I always liked some of them, Cthulhu. The rest, not so much. Yeah. I guess it's going to be mostly like a fun, like dark to an extent, but also fun. So I'm excited to see. You know, I'm really hoping that they have some cool cards. There is a new mechanic, though. It is called Corrupt. Corrupt cards upgrade in your hand after you play a higher cost card. Plan ahead and upgrade your corrupt cards before playing them for a major payoff. The base example I'll give is if a card is corrupt, deal 1 damage for 1 mana. Corrupt, deal 2 damage instead. If you play it by itself, it does 1 damage. But if the turn before, or the same turn, or whatever, you play a 2 mana card, this will now upgrade and deal 2 damage. It digivolves. If you ever saw Digimon, I know I did, I love that show. The card gets a second effect if you play something more expensive. By playing a more expensive card, the small card's like, oh my god, that's so cool, I want to be cooler, and it grows and it does something more badass. Good example is the one they show here, Dunk Tank, 4 mana, deal 4 damage. It's a Shaman card. 4 mana, deal 4. It's pretty good. It's swipe without the AoE. Well, if you corrupt it, it becomes swipe. It's 4 mana, deal 4, corrupt, then deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. It's a better swipe. Some spots better, I guess very nichely worse, because you have to corrupt it. But when you corrupt it, this card's really good. I think, I don't know. I'm just making that up. I haven't thought about it at all. Now let's talk about the old gods. We'll start with non-Yogg-Saron, and then we'll go into Yogg-Saron. Yogg-Saron makes me yawn because that card is stupid. So first and foremost, Cthulhu the Shattered. My personal favorite, reminds me of Exodia from Yu-Gi-Oh! 10 mana, 6/6. Start of the game, break into pieces. Battle cry, deal 30 damage, randomly split amongst all enemies. He literally does 30 fucking damage. If your opponent has an empty board, if your opponent passes, they die when this card's active. But you have to draw all of the pieces. My issue with this is if you are lucky and you draw the pieces early, I think you have to play them too. So I guess you need a few turns. So if you draw them and play them early and your opponent hasn't had time to like develop and like take advantage of that, they're dead on turn 10. Druid will probably have a lot of fun with this. With Druid, you can just like hyper cycle into the cards, play them. It's turn 6 for your opponent, and you've done 30. It's bullshit. The pieces of Cthulhu all have their own effect. I have it open in a tab somewhere. I'm trying to find it. I lost it. I found it again. Okay. The pieces of Cthulhu are 4 different pieces. They all do something for 5 mana when you play them. The first one, Eye of Cthulhu, deal 7 damage, randomly split amongst all enemies. Okay. It's like Avenging Wrath. Does a bit of damage, split amongst enemies. Not that good, but for 5 mana, it's okay. The next one, 5 mana, the Heart of Cthulhu, deal 3 damage to all minions. Just a board wipe. 5 mana, deal 3 to everything. Okay. Body of Cthulhu, 5 mana, 5 mana, summon a 6/6 Cthulhu's body with taunt. 5 mana, 6/6 with taunt. Okay. And then finally, the last one, the Maw of Cthulhu, the Maw. 5 mana, destroy a minion. It's assassinate. It's literally just assassinate. Literally assassinate. But you play all 4 of them, and you get the fucking Giga Chad, the 10 mana 6/6, that goes and mows them fucking down like he's a fucking MG40. I think that's an LMG. I don't know. I made that up. I hope that was right. But yeah, you know, they just fucking guns everything down. So Cthulhu is pretty good when you get the effect. Next up, Nizoth, God of the Deep. 10 mana, 5/7, Battle Cry. Resurrect a friendly minion of each minion type. So it's a menagerie card. You can summon a beast, a dragon, an elemental, your fucking ex-wife. Hopefully not the kids. Hopefully they stay with her. You have to resummon one of each type. You just bring everything back. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like a board swing. The old one resummon Death Rattle minions that died. This one resurrects any minion. So it'll fit in a Menagerie deck. I don't know what will play Menagerie. My guess is probably some kind of warrior. Maybe Paladin. Maybe Priest. I don't know. But anyway, last one. Yogg-Saron the Defiler. 10 mana, 10/10, Battle Cry. Add a copy of each corrupted card you've played this game to your hand. They cost 0. If you remember what corrupted cards were, they cost 0 this turn, sorry. They get a special effect when you play the more expensive version of it. When you play a more expensive card before it. So they're kind of just like Giga Chad cards. I don't know if the cards your charge adds to your hand have the corrupted effect or not, though. If they get the corrupted effect, which they should, or maybe not actually, I don't know. If they get the corrupted effect, then this will be like probably broken. If they don't get the corrupted effect, then like it's okay. It's the kind of card that gets significantly better when corrupted cards are good. Yogg-Saron is a 10 mana 7/5. I don't know why I'm looking for it, because I just know what it does, because it's in my nightmares. I literally dream about it every night. If you've played 10 spells this game, spin the wheel of Yogg-Saron. I'm going to scroll up and find it. Exactly. 10 mana 7/5, Yogg-Saron, Master of Fate. If you've cast 10 spells this game, spin the wheel of Yogg-Saron. What is the wheel of Yogg-Saron, you ask? Well, it's a fucking RNG fiesta. It has 6 possible spells. They're weighted at a percentile. The first 5 are weighted at 19%. The last one is 5%. Why is one at 5%? Because it's fucking stupid. Let's go over the first 5. The first one, these are all 19%. It's about 20%. Hand of Fate. Fill your hand with random spells. They cost 0. Fuck you. Bullshit. I don't want to play a bunch of 0 mana spells. That's not fun. Maybe it's fun for me. My opponent's not having fun. You get to choose the targets. These are for any class. Your fucking Druid can play this and get 3 fireballs. A Pyroblast. Gets whatever he wants. It's stupid. This one, the Hand of Fate, gets worse when your hand is full, so you have to play it with an empty hand. It's probably good to just play it with like 4 slots in hand, though. Like if you have 7 cards in hand, one of them's Yogg, and you play this, and you get 4. It's pretty good. But obviously, the more the merrier. You want an empty hand. The second is the Curse of Flesh. Fill the board with random minions. Yours get Rush. Okay. I mean, this one's very RNG. This is probably the worst one, I would say. Because, like, if you, like, there's so many Death Rattle cards in the game. If your opponent gets the Death Rattles and you don't, you're just, like, benefiting them a lot of the time. There's like, a lot of niche outs, but, like, it's probably still fine. But, like, this is probably the worst because the low rolls, like, actually hurts you. Whereas the low roll and the other one's, like, probably okay most of the time. Mind Flayer Goggles, in my opinion, the best one. Take control of 3 random enemy minions. It just mind controls 3 minions. Mine now, yoinkies, try hard 7. Just fucking take them. Mystery Box. This is pretty much the old Yogg-Saron effect. 0 mana. Well, I don't know why I said 0 mana, but cast a random spell for every spell you've cast this game. Target shows it randomly. It does the puzzle box effect. It's guaranteed to be 10 spells because if you remember, Yogg-Saron has the criteria that you have to have played 10 spells to play it. So, this casts at least 10 spells, if not more. It can be 10 spells, it can be 29 spells, it can be 400, depending on if you build your deck. Like, how you build your deck. And that's going to be stupid. Tempo Mage is going to play 30 spells with this. It's going to do some stupid shit. It's not fun. No one liked Yogg-Saron when it was in the game before. Maybe the casuals did, but the competitive players didn't. This card ruins the competitive scene. More than it already has been, unless they ban it. Devouring Hunger. Destroy all other minions, gain their attack and health. If the board is simply a Colossus of the Moon, a 10/10, your Yogg-Saron's now a 17/15. If he has 10 Colossi of the Moon, hopefully I pluralized that properly. Well, if he has 7, sorry, because board size, 7 of them, you are now a 77/75. You get the stats, you become a big Chad, dude. Your Yogg-Saron is a Giga Chad, the god himself. And now finally, the big problem with this card, the 5%er, Rod of Roasting. Cast Pyroblast randomly until a player dies. Cast Pyroblast randomly until a player dies. Deal 10 damage at random to every possible target on the board, or hero, until one of you dies. 5% of the time you get this outcome, 5% of the time, one of you instantly wins the game. So the 5% of the time that you hit when you hit this outcome, which is 5% of the time, the game ends 100% of the time. One of you loses every time. Someone instantly loses every time. I guess unless like you played Blur and they have Ice Block up, sure, the game breaks probably. But the point is, the game can't This just ends the game. It instantly ends the game. It doesn't make sense. Why would they print this card? This card, I don't care if it's strong. I don't care if it's bad. I don't care if it's the best card ever. It's so bad for the competitive scene. It's so bad for the competitive integrity because it takes away all skill. It turns the game into an RNG fiesta. And some people are going to say, like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you have higher health than your opponent. It doesn't fucking matter if they hit 3 in a row, I lose. I don't care if it's only a 2.5%. I don't care what the odds are. It's bullshit. It should not exist. It's simple. You play it on an empty board 5% of the time. You're 50-50 to win the game. Woo! I'm bad at Hearthstone. Woo! I just won the World Championships. Woo! Rod of Roasting. Woo! Fucking take this out of the game, please. If they ban it for the competitive scene, I'm fine with it. But it is so fucking bad. If this is in tournaments, I might retire. If this card is competitively viable and is allowed in tournaments, I might retire from competing and be a full-time streamer. I will drink a fucking bottle of Hennessy every night, and I'm just gonna play Yogg-Saron all day. I'm just gonna sit there on Twitch and be like, woohoo! Yogg-Saron! Because that's what this card is. It's a fucking joke, and it makes... They're spitting in the competitive player's face, and I don't like it. I don't know. I'm gonna cut it off here. I don't want to rant too much. I don't like this card. I think it's really poorly designed, and I'm very upset. Blizzard, if you're watching this, please. I will do anything. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'm riddled with anger because I don't like Yogg-Saron, but the set is cool, duels are cool, the progression changes are cool. I'm happy with all the changes. I'm excited for the new expansion. I'm really excited for a new meta. I can't stand this one. I will say again, I'm not happy with Yogg-Saron. I really don't think it should be a thing, but it is what it is and I can't do anything about it except for complain on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, you can go check it out, Luker_HS on all socials. I'm pretty active on there. I post selfies and feet pictures. I don't actually post foot pics, but I could if you guys asked me to. Yeah, I'm excited for the new set, and I hope you guys are too. I'm just excited for change, no matter what it is. I mean, hey, worst case, Yogg-Saron's broken, and I just become a dual streamer full-time. Who knows? If you guys enjoyed the video, I'm going to do some shameless selling out. I'm going to ask you guys to subscribe and press the thumbs up button right under the video. It does help me out a lot more than you understand. Probably not. You probably understand, because I tell you all the time. But a lot more than you might feel deep in your heart. I want to hit 200 subs before October ends, so if you guys can help me out with that, I think we're like 15 away. It'd mean a lot to me. I might cry a little bit by myself in my bedroom at 3 in the morning. I can't wink. Thank you. Anyway, if you guys want to comment, subscribe, thumbs up the video, that'd mean a lot. I also stream 6 days a week, every day except for Wednesday, on twitch.tv, so twitch.tv/Luker_HS. We play mostly Hearthstone. Right now we're playing through the Pokemon DLC, the Crown Tundra. Playing through that a little bit, just doing some raids, having fun. But we're doing Hearthstone for like 4 to 5 hours before, and then we play Pokemon for like an hour or two, so it's not too much. If you guys can check that stuff out, it would mean a lot to me. I also have a lot of socials and links to everything I just mentioned in my description below, so check it out. Thank you guys for watching once a motherfucking again. I'm Luker. I appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. I want to give you guys a big kiss right on the forehead. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. Thank you so much. I love you. Luker's Lovebirds. I'm going to call you that. I don't know what else to call you. That's what my Discord's called, the Lovebirds, because all my emotes are bird themed. So Luker's Lovebirds, I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Make sure to call your mother and tell her you love her. As I've done in this video, make sure to drink a lot of water. Stay hydrated. Use code TEMPO at checkout for 10 to 30% off on all of your favorite products. And make sure to jerk off twice a day. Okay. I think I did everything that I needed to do. I hope to see you guys soon. I'm going to have a top decks for November coming out in about a week. I'm also going to have some other fun content with the pre-release and all the new expansions and all the new stuff that's coming out. I love you guys, seriously. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, Cub Scouts. Stay chillaxin', dogs. Bye!